Hello and welcome to this yoga practice for your hips. With me, my name's Jess. This practice is suitable for all levels with a focus on improving flexibility and mobility in your hips and lower body. We're going to be starting this practice in Sukhasana, also known as an easy seat. So when you're ready, roll out your mats and I'll see you there. Once you've made it down to your mat, find your comfortable seat. You can cross at the ankles or you can take this half lotus position like I have here, laying one leg on top of the other. If you'd like to, you can sit up on a cushion or a folded blanket to elevate the hips. I'm going to today. This is particularly useful if your hips are tight. I would also recommend, if you have some, to have some blocks nearby if that's the case. Sitting up nice and tall in the spine, relax the shoulders down and rest your hands on your knees, close your eyes. We're just going to take a moment to settle into the practice and tune into our breath. Taking easy breaths in through the nose and long exhales out through your nose or mouth. Take a couple more on your own. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed. Take your right leg and we're going to flip it over and come into our deer pose, also known as Migrasana. So we want our right leg to be out at a 90-degree angle and keep your left leg pulled in. Inhale to sit up nice and tall in the spine. You should already be able to feel something in your right hip here. If you haven't already, you can always elevate the hips with a pillow. This sometimes takes the pressure off. It's up to you. Sit up nice and tall in the spine. Take your right hand to your right shin and lift the left hand, reach up and over. Just a gentle side body stretch here. Inhale. Exhale to release. The left hand comes down to the mat and we take the right hand all the way up and over. Turn to face the top of the mat and place your right hand down for a counter twist. Inhale to lift the chest. You can come up onto the fingertips or you can place your hands on blocks here. Exhale, we take the right hand all the way up and over, back to your right shin, left hand lifts, leaning over to the right. Take a breath in. Exhale, we come all the way back down, right hand reaches up and over, we twist to the left. Inhale here. Exhale, back, right hand comes up and over, left hand lifts. And we move with our breath, inhaling to lift the right hand, twist to the left. Exhale, we come back, left hand lifts. As you breathe out, we come back over. Do one more round on your own with your own breath. And as you finish that round, come back to center and we'll switch sides. So bringing the right heel in and take the left foot out, coming into your Migrasana deer pose on the other side. Inhale to lift the chest. Left hand comes to left shin, right hand reaches up and over. Take a breath in here. Exhale, right hand comes down, left hand lifts and we twist to the back of the mat. Pause for a breath in. And as you breathe out, left hand reaches up and over. And we head back into our side body stretch. Pause for a breath. Exhale. Twist the opposite way. And we move with our breath. Slow and controlled movement. Gently warming up the hips. Do one more round. And slowly come back to center. Move your cushion or your blanket if you had one with you. Pop it to the side for now. And we head into tabletop position. Barmanasana, hands come under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Pressing into the tops of the feet. Inhale to drop the belly. Find your cow pose, Bitterasana. Exhale to round through to your cat. Inhale to flow between the two, opening the chest to inhale. Exhaling to round through and press away from the mat. And then when you're ready, we head back to our neutral spine. Take your right foot and point the toe, lift the knee, bring it in line with your hip. We're going to find some hip circles here. So bring the knee out, round and down, and then press the foot back up. Do 2 more here. And then reverse the circles. So when you're ready, inhaling to lift the knee out to the side, press the foot back and down. Do 2 more. And then exhale to lower the right knee down and we switch sides. So when you're ready, press the left foot up, out, round and down. And do 2 more here before you reverse the circle. When you're ready, lifting the knee out to the side, press the foot back and down. And then slowly bring the left knee back down to the mat. Walk the hands forward, curl your toes under and lift your hips up and back to your downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Pedaling the heels, pressing one down and then the other. Maybe bump the hips from side to side and press your chest down towards your thighs. We'll stay here for a few more breaths, warming up the back of the legs. Find stillness in your dog. Inhale to lift the heels. Exhale to press the heels down to the mat. A gentle bend in the knees. Pause for a breath here. Exhale. Press your right heel into the mat and slowly lift the left leg. Come into your 3-legged dog. Bend your left knee and stack the hips. Just finding stretch here. Squeeze your left heel into your left glute. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. We're going to bring that knee in and towards your chest. Squeeze it in. Bring your upper body into plank pose. Step your left foot between your hands and lower the back knee down for Anjaneyasana. Lift the chest and gaze forwards. Keep the fingertips on the mat, or you can place your hand underneath some blocks if you need. We're going to pause here, gently opening out the right hip flexor. Option to find some gentle movement here if that feels good. And then when you're ready, we're going to take the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Shuffle your left foot to the side. Find your Uttam Prasthasana. Lizard lunge. You can walk your right knee back if you need. Plant the hands, open the chest, gaze forward. If your hips are tight, you can roll onto the outer edge of the left knee and allow the knee to splay out here. It should feel really good on the hip. Again, option to rock gently from side to side, really getting into that hip crease. Inhale to gaze forwards. Exhale. Pause for one more breath here. From here, bring your left knee back in and we're going to pick up the back knee, turn to the long side of the mat and drop our hips down into our Skandasana pose. So we want to turn onto the heel of our right leg And lift the chest, gaze forwards. You can keep your fingertips on the mat here if that feels good. Or you can slowly start to bring the hands together and use your left elbow to gently press your left knee out to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Stay for one more breath here. Nice. Slowly release the fingertips to the mat. Pressing the hands into the mat, we're going to lift the hips coming all the way up into a standing position. Keep the feet wide and lift the chest. Pop the heels in. We're heading into Utkatasana Konasana, also known as goddess pose. So when you're ready, tuck the pelvis in, bring your elbows in line with your shoulders, palms face forward, bend the knees, drop the hips, goddess pose. Inhale to release, reach the arms up. Exhale to lower the hips. Inhale to lift. Exhale. 2 more with your own breath. Exhale. We're going to pause here for 1 more breath. Inhale to release and reach up. Exhale, we're going to turn back to the top of the mat, pivot on the back foot, bend into the left knee and find your high lunge. You can shuffle your back foot back if you need. Inhale to reach the arms up, gaze up. Exhale. Left foot's going to be our standing foot. We're going to spring forwards with the back and come to step at the top of the mat. Again, left foot's your standing foot, bend the knees. Slowly we're going to lift the right foot and cross our right ankle across our left knee, finding your figure 4 chair pose, Ida Pada Utkatasana. Inhale, you can reach your arms forwards. Exhale to send the hips down. We'll be here for 1 more breath. Slowly release. The right foot comes back down and we find our forward fold. Crown of the head comes down towards the earth. A nice release for the back of the legs. Plant the hands and step the feet back to plank pose, Valakasana. Hands under the shoulders. Draw the pit of the belly in and up. Inhale here. Exhale to lower all the way to the belly. Inhale to lift the chest. Find your baby cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, forehead to the mat. And we press back to our downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Pause here for a breath. Exhale. Left heel presses into the mat this time and we lift the right leg, 3-legged dog on the right side. Bend the knee and stack the hips, just finding stretch here. Squeeze your right heel into your right glute and take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to bring that knee into the chest and then step the right foot forward. Lower the back knee, find your Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Fingertips stay on the mat here as we open the chest and gaze forwards, finding that opening in the left hip flexor. You can move the hips around if that feels good. And place your hands on blocks if you need. When you're ready, right hand comes to the inside of the right foot. Shuffle the right foot out to the side and find your Uttam Prasthasana, lizard lunge. Again, hands can come under blocks here. Lift the chest to gaze forwards. Exhale, option to allow the knee to splay out if that feels good. An option to find some movement here. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee comes in, we pick up the back knee and we turn to the long side of the mat, drop the hips down, come into your Skandasana. Hands can stay on the mat or you can bring them together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Using your right elbow to press the right knee open, pause for a breath in, and a long breath out. From here, we're heading back into our goddess pose. So lift the hips, bring the hands to the hips and come all the way up to standing. Pop the heels in, bring the arms up, elbows in line with the shoulders, and we drop the hips, coming into our Utkatta Konasana. Goddess pose, draw the shoulder blades together to open the chest. Inhale to release, reach the arms up. Exhale, back to your goddess pose, moving with your breath here. Do 2 more. Exhale to pause here for 1 more breath. Inhale to reach up. And as you breathe out, we turn back to the top of the mat, pivot on the back foot and bend into that right knee for your high lunge. Inhale to reach the arms, gaze up. Exhale. Hands come to the hips and we step to the top of the mat, coming into our figure 4 position on the other side. So when you're ready, right foot is your standing foot this time. Bend the knee and cross your left ankle across your right knee. Drop the hips down, option to keep hands on the hips or reach the arms forward for your Iddhipata Utkatasana. On the other side, inhale here. Exhale. Pause for 1 more breath. Slowly release the left foot down and dive forwards into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Crown of the head towards the earth. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Fingertips come to the mat. Option to hop back to your plank pose from here if you like. You can take your vinyasa, finding chaturanga here. Or you can take cobra or upward facing dog. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Option to take child's pose if you need. We'll pause here for 2 more breaths. Slowly release and lower the knees. And we come to take a seat, facing the long side of the mat. Extend your legs out from side to side. You might want to place a blanket or a cushion under your hips if you need to elevate the hips slightly. We're heading into our straddle fold, also known as Upavishta Konasana. Flex the toes up towards the sky and roll forwards on the sits bones. You want to be able to sit up nice and tall, so you might need to move the fleshy part of your butt out the way. Inhale to lift the chest and gaze forwards. Exhale, we're going to slowly start to walk the hands forward, hinging forwards at the hips. Keep a nice lift in the chest and a nice straight spine. We don't want to round through the upper back here. So only go as far forward as you can where you're not forcing anything. Inhale to keep a softness in the knees. Exhale. Pause at your limit here. We're not pushing anything and we're not forcing anything. We're going to stay here for 5 more breaths. You can stay up on the hands here, or you can lower down to the elbows. Maybe you want to place some blocks under your hands. And we'll pause here for 5 more breaths. Slowly walk your hands back and bring the left leg round to meet the right, coming to lay on our backs now. So pull the knees into the chest when you get there and rock gently from side to side. You can close your eyes now if you like. Breathing deep. Extend the left leg out long and pull the right knee across your body over to the left-hand side. Find your supine twist. Extend your right arm out and gaze towards your right hand. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. Slowly release. Reshuffle into the center of the mat. Extend the right leg out long and pull the left knee into the chest and guide it over to the right. And then opening out the left-hand side, gaze towards your left hand. Pause for 2 more breaths here. Breathing into the belly. Slowly release, come back to center. And we're going to finish this practice in Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to drop out side to side, also known as butterfly legs. This can be a little bit intense on the hips, so you can place some blankets or some cushions or even blocks under the hips for some additional support if you need. Rest your hands wherever they fall comfortably. Maybe that's resting on your belly or down by your sides, palms facing up. Close your eyes. And slowly come back to the sound of your breath. Feeling the weight of your hips now as they sink further into the mat. Fully letting go here, relaxing everything down. We'll take 5 more breaths here. Very slowly, use your hands to close your knees back together and come to lay on your side, any side. And pause for a moment here. And then when you're ready, use your hands to press yourself back up to a seat. Come to a cross-legged seat of your choice in Sukhasana. You can keep your eyes closed, sit up nice and tall in the spine. We'll finish this practice here with one final deep breath in together. So when you're ready, inhale through your nose. Open your mouth to sigh it out. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed. And that's it. That's the end of the practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed the flow. Don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment, let me know what you thought of the practice today. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you for next class. And as always, have a wonderful day.